Marketing teams, welcome to project management that actually gets you. I understand, trust me, I've worked with so many marketing teams and I've seen them use almost every single type of project management in hopes that one would actually work for them. They never did. And now that is going to change today. So I understand how you guys use project management. I understand there's different stages that your tasks go through. And I want to show you how ClickUp is perfectly set up for doing exactly what you need. One right here, I'm going to show you just a very simple setup that I have in a demo account. Right here, you see marketing. This is a space. So I can make this space marketing, and I can come here and I can have different projects for what I'm working on, right? So there's so many different things in marketing. I'm going to do the most simple and obvious ones here. We have SEO, we have content, and we have advertising, right? Those are huge. So right here, you see the projects are the larger text that are on top. And then under it, you can create lists of the different things you're working on. So right here under SEO, I have competitive analysis, I have keyword research findings, and I have backlinks. And my view can change accordingly by what I click on. So if I want to focus just on competitive analysis, I can do so right here. But if I want to focus on everything, I can click SEO. Now I'm focusing on everything in SEO. And if I want to look at all my marketing projects, I just click all. But what I really want you to pay attention here is just everything can be set up. So here we have our content. So if I'm a manager, I can quickly come in and see what's going on with SEO. How are we doing with content? I click right here, and now I'm focusing right on content. If there's a specific part, I click into it. I can also see what everyone's working on by coming here and using custom statuses. Custom statuses are great. I don't know how a marketing team can get along without them because there's so many different stages that you all go through in your work. Keep in mind, you can create custom statuses on the project level too. So your statuses might be different when you're going through content than they are when you're going through SEO. And that makes perfect sense to me. So right here, say I go back to SEO. Now these different stages I have are a little bit different. So I have in progress. So this is what someone's working on, review. And then if there's issues found with maybe the SWOT profile or something like that, I can put that there so it can be fixed. Maybe for a blog, anything like that. Then we have a check back status. But feel free to kind of customize these as you like. A few other things I want to make sure you're aware of that are perfect for marketing teams. One, we all know that sometimes someone starts on a task that is not ready to be started on yet, or maybe we need to finish the blog before we work on the image, and that makes perfect sense. You don't want people duplicating efforts or working on something they don't need to, which is why we created task dependencies. These are perfect for you. Right here, you can come and say, okay, this task cannot be started until we finish these tasks here. And you can do this for subtasks as well. You can also say, okay, this task is fine. I want us to focus on it, but it's blocking these three tasks. So as soon as this task is done, then we can start working on these, and you'll be notified as soon as it is completed. So task dependencies are a great thing for you there. I also understand that you guys have so many meetings, and that's awesome. But I'm sure you don't want to create a task every time for the meeting. Well, cool. Let's say your meeting is every Monday, weekly, at 9 a.m., and you want to create a new task each and every time to go ahead and start the meeting. You can do that here using recurring tasks. So make sure you also take advantage of this for all your meetings because I know there's so many for marketing teams. Lastly, down here, I want to make sure you also take advantage of our tags. So tags are really good to kind of separate and kind of organize your work by certain things here. So you can basically label a task with anything you want. And I know that specific marketing teams have a lot of different things they label with. All right, let me just give you one other example because I know there's a few different ways marketing teams can use things. Here's more of like a content calendar, and this is kind of how we use it. So in here, I can come in and I can say, okay, this is the content that I have for November. This we're going to focus on for December, and you can even plan ahead. So what I can do is I can come here, look at these statuses, and I can say, okay, this is just an idea I have, and I can put it in an idea status. Then I can assign it to certain people or make them watchers. From there, they can let me know if it's a great idea or if it's a terrible idea. If it's a terrible idea, we'll scratch it, close it. If it's a great idea, we'll move it to writing, right? Then you can assign it to a certain writer, or you can let everyone know you're writing it. Then maybe you have someone who formats it. You can do that here. Then get it approved and published. So there's really so many different ways to use ClickUp to kind of take advantage of this here. And the last thing I want to make sure I show you is our calendar view. So I just want to make sure that you're taking advantage, and I'll get back over here to do that. I want to make sure you're taking advantage of the calendar view, just because here you can basically plan out your team's day. And I know that a lot of you are visual and want to do that. So let's go ahead and view all spaces so we can see everything we have. The big advantage here is that you can take a look at all the unscheduled tasks and you can see what you have going on. And I can say, okay, looks like we're free later in the week. Next week we're going to be pretty free. So here I can start planning out each and everyone's day just by kind of grabbing these unscheduled tasks, dragging and dropping them here. And don't worry about just thinking, oh, it's going to be just for one day. That doesn't really work. No, you can drag it out. You can move it around, anything like that. So I can kind of take this and expand how long it's going to take if I really think it's going to take a longer period of time. So a lot of advantages here. Marketing teams, I hope this helps. If there's anything you see that we're missing, let me know. I personally want to know and what can make your life easier and what works for you, because we really do have a lot of marketing teams using ClickUp. We want to keep making you happy and only continue improving the platform for you. So email me at chris@clickup.com and let me know where we can improve.